right, here we are. We're live. Let me get some more lighting in here. Get some light on so you can see my pretty face. All right. I think we're good. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another live stream brought to you by your boy, Dalyxman. Today's food is pasta. We got some sausage and chicken and pasta. There's a certain name for it in French that I have no idea what it is, so don't ask. But today we're doing a Q&A. This is number 67, I think. Go. I have to go back and actually check. I think this is 67. We're drawing closer and closer to episode 100. I think this is the first one I've done here in 2018. Don't know why I don't do these Q&As more often. Don't ask. I need to start doing them more because I do get a lot of questions when I do start doing them. But as you guys know how this works, anytime I do a Q&A, I always announce it on my Facebook. So if you have a question for me, if you can't catch me after my live streams, if you can't catch me anytime else, any place else to give me a question, the best time to do it is during these Q&As. How it works. You have to like my Facebook page. And then sometimes on Sundays, sometimes on Saturdays, sometimes, hell, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays. It used to be Wednesdays. It used to be Wednesday Q&As. I haven't been doing them as often. Don't ask. It just goes that way now. Been very busy. But today, all you have to do, if you want to ask me a question, like me on Facebook. When I post a status, Sunday, Wednesday, whatever, wrestling Q&A, post your question on there, and I will answer them as many that I can get within the time I'm allowed. So right now, I am looking at 50 questions. So I think that's plenty. If you want to continue asking, you can still do it. Go on my Facebook page to do so. For those who are joining me for this live edition. So live edition is, I appreciate that. Got a lot of people saying, what's up? What's up, man? Who do we got here? We got Elias. Walk with Elias. We got James. Donald Trump. Donald Trump's in the chat here. Don't know about that. I didn't vote for you, sir. Stab Studios, Robbie, Manny, Ken, the Funks. We got a lot more in here. Let's see, how many people do I have? It says 40 viewers. Okay, that's not bad. Devin White. Okay. So we got some people in here. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into the Q&A. Starting off with Mr. Isaiah Webb, the Webster. Isaiah is a very, very long dedicated fan of mine. He's been subscribed for I don't know how many years, but he always seems to be around when it comes to the Q&As and live videos, and I appreciate you, Isaiah. So he asked, by the way, he's from Norfolk, Virginia. Isaiah asks, to kill time until the Super Bowl. I played WWE 2K18. I haven't touched any of those games. I'm sorry. I don't think they compare to Shut Your Mouth or Here Comes the Pain or any of the PS2 games when they were done by THQ. I'm just saying. That's just my opinion. Anyways, he was playing the game with his friends who were casuals of the party at some kind of a party. They picked Lesnar, Cena, Reigns, and while I picked Johnny Gargano with the Universal Championship, I won the match. The match is by submitting my friends who was playing Roman, John Cena, and Lesnar, which triggered them to say Johnny won't ever be as big of a star as Roman, Lesnar, or Cena. AJ Styles won over all his fans very quickly. But how difficult will it be for small ex-independent guy like Johnny Gargano to draw interest from casual viewers? So that was a long-winded question. Basically what he's saying is, do I think Johnny Gargano has an opportunity to get over as much as an AJ Styles or a Daniel Bryan or anybody else that started from the indies, made a name for themselves on the indies, came to WWE, and then made a reputation. Well, it really does depend on, again, it is going to depend on two things. One, how he's booked, and two, how much the fans want to see him. What got Daniel Bryan over wasn't just, the fact that fans loved him, because, yeah, absolutely, fans forced the WWE's hand. They were not going to take anything else but Daniel Bryan. They let it be known, we will not buy a ticket. We will not watch your shows. We will not like anything you put out unless Daniel Bryan is involved. But then you also got to look at how he was booked. The underdog, the yes chance, Bryan going in there, wrestling clinics, and, giving the fans a reason to cheer for him. So when I think about it, it's the talent, it's the booking, and then it's the fans. It's those three factors that really affect whether you're successful on the roster. And people will come up here and talk about, you need the five elements, the talking ability, the look, the wrestling ability, the marketability, and whatever the fifth one is. Sometimes it varies. It really does vary what those checks are. For me, if you can get the fans to care about you, if you have a solid direction, a solid booking, and you have the talent to carry that, you're going to get over. For real. It doesn't really matter if you check off all he has a certain look, he has a certain work ethic, he has a certain marketability, whatever. All that stuff. It's important, and I'm not going to say it doesn't play a factor into whether you get over or not. But when you break it down, do the fans care about you? Do you have a direction? Are you great at what you do? Those are what it boils down to. And if Johnny Gargano, that he knows what the hell he's doing. For real. Like, I honestly believe if there's anybody that can be the next Daniel Bryan, it's Johnny. Johnny is a natural babyface. So we know he has the talent. The question is, will he have the booking? And on top of that, will the casual audience, will the mainstream audience care about him? Us as indie fans, us as NXT fans, we love him. We love him. Brooklyn loves him. Chicago loves him. What about people who don't watch NXT? What about people who don't watch the indies? It really does depend on if he can connect with that audience. So, to answer your question, how difficult will it be on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most difficult and 1 being very easy? By the 7. It's not going to be easy for him. It's not easy for anybody. But I think he can do it. I think he's smart enough to understand, all right, when we get to the main roster, it's not going to be as easy as it was on the indies or NXT. All right, let's move on. Let's go to, oh, wait a minute. Sorry, Isaiah has another question. He put 2. Because I love him, I'll answer this one as well. What are your thoughts on the rumor going around that WWE is purposely keeping Ty Dillinger off TV because they are trying to kill his gimmick, much like Bad News Barrett, and they want fans to stop doing his 10 chant and even had him attempt heel turns at Silver House shows? Those are rumors? Are they idiots? Are you stupid? This is what I don't understand. WWE and people who work for WWE, people in the business, they talk about the whole point of what we do is to make money, right? When I hear stories like this of talents being sabotaged, I gotta be honest with you. If any of this is true, by the way, I'm just assuming this is true. If you are intentionally sabotaging people like Ty Dillinger, who is getting over, has gotten over, has made a connection with the audience, makes people care about what you do, and you're sabotaging him, making his job harder because he's doing something you don't want him to do, or he's getting over in a way you don't want him to get over. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Who cares? At the end of the day, the object is to make money, right? Ty Dillinger is making fans want to come to the arenas to go 10, 10, 10, 10. Ty Dillinger is selling t-shirts that says 10, 10, 10, 10. Why would you not only hurt him, but hurt yourselves because you don't like the fact that fans are chanting 10, 10, 10, 10. I think that's the stupidest thing I ever heard. I don't want to believe this, but if it's true, the people in the business, the people running WWE that are doing this need to be fired immediately. Whoever is in charge of hiring these people, he needs to be fired. I don't care if it is Kevin Dunn or Vince McMahon. Why would you want anybody to not get over? I don't get that. I don't care if it's... Look, if I was in the business, which I'm not, but if I was, I'm not a fan of Alicia Fox. But if Alicia Fox got over somehow doing something wacky, like her crazy psycho gimmick she did in 2015. Yes, 2015. And it was getting over, I would push that. I would say, you know what? I want to make some money. Let her go out there and continue doing it. Why would I try to sabotage that? Oh, the fans like it. We don't want the fans to like it. We want the fans to hate it. The idea is either to make the fans pay to want to see you get beat or make the fans pay to want to see you win. Those are the two options you have. What's happening here is WWE feels like they can, how do I put this? They can throw whatever they want on TV, make whatever show they want, because they feel fans will watch them anyway. And I'm saying us as if I'm working for WWE, and I'm not. I wish I was. But they'll do it because they feel like you're going to watch anyways, which is kind of true, but then it's not. Because eventually, fans will get sick of you. And the 5 million that watched you during the Raw 25th anniversary, they'll just stop watching and then come back when you actually do try. That's the thing. WWE, not everybody is like me. Not everybody has a YouTube channel. Not everybody lives to review your show. Lives on the idea that they review your show every week. They don't have to do this. So why are we making your lives harder by trying to sabotage the Ty Dillinger? I don't want to believe that, but if it is true, the people who are doing it need to be fired. Seriously, because that is the dumbest thing I ever heard. Thank you, Isaiah, for your questions. We got Brendan Ryan from Birmingham, Alabama. Brendan says, or asks, would you ever consider doing a series where you reviewed old Raw and SmackDowns from the Attitude and Ruthless Aggression eras? Kind of like what OTRS Central does, right? I can. I don't mind, I suppose. It will have to be something... let me see. If I do a series like that, I don't want it to be like, all right, he's just copying off of this guy, or he's copying off of this guy. I would have to do something that's unique to me. Like what I might do, and this is what I'm thinking. Instead of reviewing one show in one video, I could review a series of shows in one video and just talk about bullet points of why that show was great. Like take 10 minutes to talk about these 10 episodes and why I think they're awesome or why I think they suck or whatever the case. It can be for Raw, it can be for SmackDown. And I can do that, I don't know, on a regular day. I'll have to find a day to make that work. It's not a bad idea. It isn't. It's just when I do videos, I don't want it to be something that, first off, has been done 10,000 times. But also, I want it to be distinctive. I want it to be a video that's separate from the live stuff that I do, the commentaries where I record and then edit, what fans want versus what corporate wants, my mashups. Everything that I do needs to have its own voice. So if I do this, which is not a bad idea, I need to find a way to make it unique. So we'll see what we can do. Let's see what your boy Dalyxman can come up with. Let's see here. Cameron from Arizona. Okay, Cameron. If Dana White and Vince McMahon had a grapefruit on a pole match, who would you book to win? Grapefruits on a pole match. Vince McMahon versus Dana White. Well, you're gonna go with the two-time All-American boss of the WWE. Because, see, we talk about UFC being real, but nobody is more real than Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Oh, you are so right. You gotta have Kevin Dunn as a special guest referee. Come on, if you're gonna do that match, you gotta have Kevin Dunn as a special guest referee. And they know what? Vince McMahon is gonna take you. He's gonna slam you down. He's gonna 1, 2, 3. He's gonna beat you. But wait, he can't pin you because it's grapefruits on a pole. That's right, Kevin. You can't pin somebody in grapefruit on a pole matches. You're fire. Oh, but you don't fire me. I'm just joking. But yeah, I'm gonna beat Dana White. And I'm gonna show him what real fighting is. And that is how the match would go. Vince McMahon would win. I don't know where all that came from, but I hope you enjoyed all that craziness. Darren Pfeiffer didn't tell me where he was from, but Darren asks, how do you think we would look back on WrestleMania 28's once-in-a-lifetime match between The Rock and John Cena if there was no rematch at WrestleMania 29? It would actually be once in a lifetime because it would be the only time they wrestled. But see, now I'm upset because they did it again, and we're not even going to have a third match. Ain't that something? My thing is this. If you're going to do 3 matches in a row, fine. Do your goddamn 3 matches in a row and at least have a trilogy to go off of. But we're not even going to complete the goddamn trilogy. We're doing these 2 matches, both at WrestleMania. Rock wins 1, John Cena wins 1. 50-50. Who gets over? Nobody. Nobody got over. John Cena's not better than The Rock. The Rock is not better than John Cena. 50-50 booking. It does nothing for anybody. Because to me, if you would have kept it at once in a lifetime, and you would have left that black mark on John Cena's career, that the only person that he's not been able to beat is The Rock, you could have done something with that. We could have built to... Hell, we could have really made a really nice storyline out of that, where, like WWE tried to do, tried to actually turn him heel, which would have been nice. That could have led to them doing the rematch, and then Cena beats him as a heel. Then we do the third match sometime down the line. Could have made a lot of money off of that. And I'm talking business-wise, because John Cena back then, in like 2012, man, it was the perfect time to turn him heel. But they didn't want to do it because they were scared. They got cold feet. Scared. Talking about Vince McMahon's grapefruits. Just saying. All shriveled up. Couldn't turn John Cena heel, but we could turn Stone Cold Steve Austin heel. Think about that for a minute. We couldn't turn John Cena heel when he was at his peak. But we're going to take Stone Cold Steve Austin when he was still in his prime and turn him heel. You had enough balls to take the greatest superstar in WWF history, take him from being the most beloved babyface to a cowardly chicken shit heel. We can do that with Austin. But John Cena, oh, no, brother. No, brother. That makes no sense to me. Regardless, looking back on it now, it does taint the match. It does taint the match. I would have appreciated a lot more if it was once in a lifetime. You could have done so many things with that. But nope. We had to do it twice. So stupid. It's dumb. It really is. We got Brian, who didn't tell me where he's from. Okay, wait a minute. Darren did tell me where he's from. Darren just put this in. He said it was, what is it, Lake Ronkonkoma. Ronkonkoma? I think that's in New York, right? Okay. I'm going to say New York. So Darren from New York. Anyways. All right. Brian, who didn't tell me where he was from, asked me 2 questions. Do you think WWE would ever try a barbed wire massacre match in WWE NXT like they did War Games? Hell no. Hell no. Look, Triple H has pull. He doesn't have that much pull. If you do a barbed wire massacre match, first off, you need to be ready for blood. The next time they do a match like that, we better be TV 14 or whatever, because WWE ain't even. I still remember Samoa Joe versus Finn Balor, NXT TakeOver Dallas 2016. They stopped the entire match because Samoa Joe was bleeding. He was just dripping blood on the side of his head. But when Brock Lesnar was fighting Randy Orton at the end of SummerSlam, intentionally busting his ass open, elbows, punches, bleeding profusely. Oh, that was okay. That was right. That was all right. But a little drip of blood goes down Samoa Joe's head. Oh, no, brother. No, brother. So I can't really say they ever will, unless it turns TV 14. Even then, they probably still won't. I would love to see it. Definitely would love to see a barbed wire massacre one time in WWE. He asked me, did I ever see one? I've seen 1 or 2, and that was when I was with Preston at when we were doing Wrestling Paradise back in how long has it been? Someone remind me, when was the last episode of Wrestling Paradise? Was that 2016? I said 2016. So it's been like 2 years. It's been a while. Probably longer than that. Probably 3 years. We got Dominique from Charlotte, North Carolina. Woo! Flair country. It's a state. Whatever. Do you feel that WWE not capitalizing on the overness that is Rusev Day and other acts before, and for example, Fashion Files, and Ty Dillinger, and only pushing them when the act has majority cooled down from what it once was, really speaks for how WWE doesn't have their finger on the pulse when it comes to their audience. I gotta be honest with you, man. I have a theory. It's one of those wild theories. I think when it comes to WWE, they're not stupid. They're not dumb. I used to think they were oblivious. They had no idea. I really did think back then that, okay, they don't even realize. They think they know what they're doing, but they really, really don't. They don't know what's going on. They are so out of touch that they can't realize what they're doing is not getting over. I used to think that way. I don't anymore. I believe that they know very, very well that their shit isn't fun. That what they're doing, what they're putting on TV is boring. They know it. They know very well that Rusev is over. They know that Ty Dillinger and Fandango and Breezango I should have said Breezango. They know that they were over organically. They know that fans love Finn Balor. They know that fans are getting behind certain talents more than others. The thing is, I think WWE nowadays is so ego-driven. And when I say that, everything about WWE on TV is about the company. You hear me? Everything they do is about what can we do to put over WWE. It isn't about putting over certain talents. What they care about is what can we do to make the company look good. All these marketing, social media, charities, and all this stuff they're doing outside. making championships for NFL teams. It's all about making the WWE, putting that over. You hear me? So what happens is, again, theory, big theory. I believe that WWE intentionally sabotages people like Rusev Day and Ty Dillinger and Daniel Bryan and all these other people because they don't want them to get bigger or become bigger than the WWE. Why? Some of you are asking, why? Hold up. Why do you think that is, Dalyxman? Because of one man. Well, other people who've done this too, but because of one man, and that's CM Punk. They don't want these talents to get more popular. Well, not just CM Punk. You can say Brock Lesnar. You can say The Rock. You can say, in this case, John Cena. They don't want them to get so popular to where they feel like they can leave. You hear me? They want to be able to take these talent and put them in a place, lock them in the company so they don't get over enough. You hear me? They get over enough to where they can make money and still be within WWE's realm, but they don't want them to get so over to where they feel like we don't need you anymore. That's what that is. That's my wild theory. Because here's the thing. Once you get to a point that you don't need WWE anymore, you get to start hanging them over a fucking bonfire and making them do whatever the hell you want them to do. Think about people like Brock Lesnar and Ronda Rousey who are getting paid millions. Think about John Cena and Roman Reigns. Even, Triple H. You know, I'm pretty sure Triple H, if he ever wanted to just stop doing what he wanted to do and call it a day, he'd be good. He's married to the boss's daughter. He doesn't need to be doing this. All these people have the ability to bend WWE over and make them do whatever the hell they want. They don't want the talents to get to a point where they can do that. And so to make sure that they are, I keep saying we, like I'm working for WWE, that they are able to maintain some control over their talent, they basically make the company more important than the talent. And the best way to do that is to sabotage them. That is my biggest theory. And what I love about Triple H understands how the business works. He understands that, look, we are the platform. The platform is not supposed to be more important than the talent. It's just a platform. Nobody's coming to see a platform. They come to see the talent on the platform. So what Triple H does is, when the talent are here, I'm going to make them feel very special on this platform. I'm going to show them that when you come to NXT, when you perform on this stage, you are going to get more over, make more money, be able to express your craft much more than you will ever be able to at any other promotion or any place else. And that's why all the good talent want to go to NXT. That's why all the talent that are on the main roster who hate being there want to come back to NXT because they know with the WWE's mainstream audience or the mainstream platform, they have no chance of getting over because nobody gets more over than the WWE. And that's an issue. Major, major issue. That's why a lot of talent are leaving. That's why when Bryan and Cesaro and Lesnar and Ziggler's contracts expire, they're out of here. They're out of here. They're done. So, yeah, man, I don't think it's not a scenario of WWE doesn't know what they have and they're blind to what's good. They've lost their touch. They know exactly what it takes to get over it. They just don't want them to, which is why I ask talents all the time, why are you going there? Why do you still choose to go there knowing full well that you're not going to get more popular than the company itself? Big theory, but it's a theory that I'm sticking with because I refuse to believe at this point that they're blind. Like, they have to understand that what they've been doing for the last, I dare say, 5 years is just not working. It's just not working at all. Let's see here. We got Michael T. Lawson from Baltimore, Maryland. Apparently, there was supposed to be a female Shield faction. What? A female Shield faction, really? In 2013. Which 3 women from that and this year would you put in it? So any women that I want to be in the Shield faction. Well, if I'm gonna do this, I want it to be just like the Shield, right? So we got the crazy maniac that just does whatever he wants. You got the cunning high flyer, and you got the powerhouse, the silent powerhouse. Okay, let's see. So I guess playing the role of Dean Ambrose would have to be Paige, crazy maniac. Playing the role of the cunning high flyer. That's a good one. Think about that one. I don't want it to be. And see, I don't want to put Sasha. I don't want to put any of those women. I have a super chat. I'll read you in just a second, Eric. I don't want to put all those women because that's easy. It is. I don't even want to put Charlotte in there. If I make a stable out of Charlotte, Sasha, Bayley, and Becky, it's gonna be 4 horsewomen. See what I did there? Anyways, I don't know. That would be hard. I guess, because I'm really thinking, like, what high-flying women did we have back then? I guess Ember Moon? I'm really trying to think about this. Okay. Well, Nia Jax would definitely have to be the powerhouse. I don't know. That's hard. Because, see, I would have to go outside of WWE to make this work. Like, I would grab Kaylee Ray. I would definitely grab, what's her name? The alpha female. Forgot her name already from the Mae Young Classic. What is her name? Her. And then, like I said, the crazy Paige. So Paige, that alpha female chick, and then Kaylee Ray. Ooh, that's good. Oh, like picture that. Paige, Kaylee Ray, and then alpha female. Bro, I'm there. Okay, let's read this super chat. Super chat from Eric Gonzalez. And the sad thing about it is, bro, Vince is killing his own company, and he doesn't even care. See, I have a question about the stuff between Cody Rhodes and OTRS Central that I'll read in just a second. I don't want to put all the blame on Vince, and I'll get to that in a second. But in terms of, like, the WWE executive branch or the people running the company, yeah, absolutely. They're killing their own show, and they don't even care because they're making money. They feel like, hey, you know what? I'm making money, so who cares? But for real, though, Kaylee Ray, Paige, and then alpha female. Someone get me her name. Someone, thank you. Jazzy Gabert. Is it Gabert or a Gabert? I'm going to go with Gabert. Jazzy, Paige, and Kaylee Ray. Bro, that's a Shield stable. Get on my level. Let's go. This is why I should be booking Raw. Okay. From Wichita, Eric. Will Finn, Cesaro, or Bray Wyatt be given the top spot? Or will they stay more the same for 2018? So, Finn Balor, Cesaro, Bray. The only person I really see climbing to that top spot is Finn Balor. And it would be as a heel. Because why get over as a babyface, right? It makes no sense. People like Finn Balor, they can only get over in WWE if they're heels. I hate that. It makes no sense. But the thing is, when they turn him heel, that's when he's going to be free. He's going to be free to do whatever he wants. And he's going to truly get over. And that's what's sad about it. So, I don't know, man. I feel like, for the most part, as I eat my pasta, give me a second. I feel like, for the most part, Finn Balor, regardless of where he is, whether it's mid-card, whether it's main event, he's going to draw eyes. Finn Balor is very good at making you care. A very rare ability that many talents have. So, people like Cesaro, Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt might still have a shot, but it's gotta be as a babyface. Bray Wyatt, to me, has run his course as a heel. He's run his course as a heel, and he needs to make a change. If he stays as a heel in 2018, he might be done. I'm serious. He needs to make some kind of a change. After WrestleMania, he needs to turn babyface. He needs to. So, who else do you say? Cesaro? Nah, he's done. I think Cesaro's leaving WWE after this year. I think he's realized that, you know what? You're not going to push me. I don't need this company. I'm out of here. So, yeah. Finn Balor for sure. Just to ask you a question, Eric. Let's see here. Is it Gani? Gani? I don't think I even said your name right, but okay. He asked, what's your thoughts on WWE wanting to get rid of Elias's catchphrase? Again, it's the same thing with a homeboy that asked that question before about Ty Dillinger. Like, Elias, he's getting over. Fans are getting behind him. They're actually starting to get invested in his segments. Every time he comes out, he strums that guitar. Hello, my name's Elias, and I just got one question for you. You're ready to go. You're ready to be like, okay, here it comes. Here it comes. Who wants to walk with Elias? You know, you're just ready for it. But then he's even getting some other stuff over. He says, because WWE stands for Walk with Elias, and the crowd finishes it for him. They're reacting to his songs. And I'm sitting here going, man, imagine if he did all of this, but just turned the songs on the heels. He makes a song dissing the heels, dissing his opponents. I can already see him getting over. And it gets to a point where his matches are secondary. There are instances with certain talents where their matches are secondary. Listen, Too Cool. Love Too Cool. Sky Too Hottie. Grandmaster Sexy. Rikishi. I love the act. I love seeing them come out. I love seeing them dance after the match. I love the worm. I love the goggles, the shade wipe. I love Rikishi doing the stink face. I love all that. They were so good at what they did. The talents that they brought to the WWE made their matches secondary. Name me an awesome Too Cool match. Now, you can, because they actually have some good matches, especially Rikishi. But in terms of why you watch Too Cool, you didn't give a damn about the freaking match quality. You wanted to see Too Cool get down and dirty, have some fun. And that's what I feel about Elias. He's getting to a point where you don't care about his matches. I don't care about seeing Elias beat John Cena. That's a nice sentiment. I don't care. I just want to see Elias come out, make a song, and diss somebody. But again, that is what helps get people like Elias over. And they get so over to the point where they don't need the WWE anymore. And they can't have that. It plays into my theory. WWE intentionally sabotages their talents so they don't become more popular than the WWE. That's what I believe. I do believe that. So, yeah, man, I think it's stupid. You're in the business to make more money, right? So who cares if these talents get more popular? You're going to make money, right? So dumb. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got 4 questions from Travis, who's from Brooklyn, New York. Travis, I'm not going to answer all 4 because I'd be here all day. I'm only going to answer 2 out of the 4 you gave me. I do like these questions, though. So I'm going to skip the anime questions and answer the wrestling questions. Maybe another time, man. How do you feel about the infighting of the Bullet Club? Okay, so I did check out the last pay-per-view from New Japan Pro Wrestling. I did see the breakup. I did see Kenny Omega not be kicked out, but technically get kicked out of the Bullet Club. Cody Rhodes just attacked him from behind. Kota Ibushi makes the save. That's cool. I'm very interested in seeing what they do with that. However, the one thing I don't want a Wolfpack secondary Bullet Club team. Don't do that. Don't do that. I got a message. But no, I don't want any of that, man. I don't want to see these guys. Someone's thinking about me. I'm thinking about you too. Shoot. It's good to know that you're messaging me during the video. Sorry. I don't want this to turn into NWO Wolfpack, NWO versus Wolfpack 2.0. Don't do that. That's lazy. If we're gonna do the infighting, fine, but do something unique. Don't do something I've seen before. You know, don't let fans try to push you to making this a nostalgia story. Nah, screw that. Make this something unique. I don't know what that uniqueness would be. You would have to be creative, but don't turn this into Wolfpack versus NWO. But I'm intrigued to see what they're doing with it. Second question. Who do you think will dethrone Okada for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship? I think he's holding that thing for 2. If he hasn't held it for 2 years yet. If he reaches June, he would have held that belt for 2 years. Damn. That's a long time. Who do I see dethroning him? I thought it was going to be Naito. I thought it was. We have a super chat from Mr. Shane. We got 2 super chats. Hold on for a minute. Hold up. We'll get you in just a second. Guys. Let me answer this question. I'll get to you. I promise. Thank you so much, by the way. I don't know. That is a good question, though. Like, who do I see dethroning Okada? I thought it was going to be Naito. I was certain it was going to be Kenny Omega. I would love for it to be Kota Ibushi. So, tell you what. I'll just give you 5. Top 5 people I see dethroning Okada. Definitely Naito. They might turn around and give him the belt later down the line. Kenny Omega for sure. Kota Ibushi, absolutely. Check this out. What if, again, because you know he's going to be wrestling, what if they gave it to Cody Rhodes? I'm just saying. What if they gave it to Cody Rhodes? That would be crazy. That would be something that. See, I wish they would have did that. I wish they would have gave him both the ROH and IWGP championships. You would have taken the belt off of him, of course, but that would have been awesome. But again, you want to make Okada a prestigious champion, which he already is. He's amazing. But yeah, man. Oh, and the fifth one. See, my mind instantly went to Zack Sabre Jr. because I'm a big fan of Zack Sabre Jr. And I would love for it to be Zack Sabre Jr. But we have to think about mainstream. We have to think about main event players they have. No, screw it. I'm going with that list. Zack Sabre Jr., Kenny Omega, Kota Ibushi, Cody Rhodes. Who was the other one? Oh, Naito. There you go. Top 5. All right. Let's get this super chat here. All right, super chat. Shane McKeever. How would you feel if the WWE's WrestleMania 34 Universal Championship match was Roman and Brock with Taker as the special guest referee inside Hell in a Cell? Could that make it more interesting? No. Nothing can make that match interesting. Honestly, you know what's funny? I thought about this too because I know how WWE thinks. I would not be surprised if they did a special guest referee, but it's not Taker. It's Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm telling you. I guarantee you. I guarantee you, if they do a special guest referee, it will be Stone Cold Steve Austin. They will break their backs to make y'all care about this match. I promise you. If you know what, because I said it, they're probably calling Austin right now. Yeah, yo, Stone Cold. Yo, Stone Cold. It's Vincent Kennedy McMahon. I want you to be the special guest referee of the greatest WrestleMania match of all time. I guarantee you, they're gonna break their backs. You know what? It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work because no one gives a damn. It ain't gonna work because no one gives a damn. It ain't gonna work because no one gives a damn. Who clapped? Who clapped? You clapped. I know you clapped. That's all right though, because it's catchy. But nobody cares. The main event is a main event that WWE wants, but nobody else wants. So, no, sorry. I don't think Taker as the referee would work. Even if it was Hell in a Cell, still wouldn't work. Like, they can, bro, they can say, we're bringing back the Hulkster. Brother. He'll be the special guest referee. And it's if Roman loses, he has to leave WWE. I'm telling you, you don't think they'll do that. They will throw so much crap behind this match to make you care. So don't sit there and think it won't happen. That's why I think just Taker. Oh nah, bro. We're gonna go more. We're gonna go Austin. We're gonna make this a loser leaves WWE match. If Brock Lesnar loses, he has to leave. If Roman Reigns loses, he has to leave. Don't think they won't do it. I'm just saying. I guarantee you, people in the live chat, shut up! Shut up! Don't say that. They're gonna do it. If it actually does happen, you know who to blame. Shane. Blame Shane. You want to know why you blame Shane? Because he asked the question. But thank you for the donation anyways. All right, BW Russell, the other super chat here. Meltzer reports a Bayley heel turn could be coming soon because she is scheduled to team with Elias at MSG soon versus Cena and Nikki on March 16th. Really? Because I'm thinking that would only happen because they are teammates, you know? They're teammates because they're in that Mixed Max Challenge. Wait a second. Hold on for a minute. Yeah, that wouldn't make any sense, though. Because why would Cena and Nikki be... That's confusing. And honestly, the only thing that logically makes sense would be a Bayley heel turn. I don't know, though. I'm not against it. I'm not against the Bayley heel turn, but the thing is, like I told you guys, man, to make people pay to see you, you got to have the right booking, you got to have the crowd support, and you got to have the talent. I don't know if Bayley can get it done as a heel. Sami Zayn got it done. Sami Zayn was able to make that work. I don't know if Bayley has it in her to be a heel. I don't know. Yeah, she's getting booed. I just have reservations. Sasha Banks, absolutely. But Bayley? I don't know, man. I don't know about that. Okay. Let's see how many people I was upsetting with my ideas. I stopped giving them my idea. Stop giving them ideas. Someone said it actually might be The Rock. The Rock's already having a match. Trust me, if The Rock shows up at WrestleMania, he's going to be wrestling against Triple H and Stephanie with Ronda Rousey in his corner. Come on now. I'm just saying. You don't think they would not bring The Rock back to make that big time match? Please. Yeah, he ain't going to do no referee for no Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar when he can do The Rock and Ronda Rousey versus Triple H and Stephanie. Just saying. All right. Let's move on. Let's go ahead and get into some other stuff here. Who should win the Andre the Giant Battle Royal? I don't care. Okay, I'm sorry. Roman, Braun, Goldberg, or maybe somebody else. This is Lewis from Baltimore. Well, Lewis, it's not going to be Roman because he's above that. It's not going to be Braun because he's above that. Definitely not going to be Goldberg. He is not even trying to think about that. You know who it's going to be? It's going to be a jobber. So you know what? This year's Andre the Giant Battle Royal winner, Heath Slater. Slater. No, screw that. You know who I want? Woo. Zack Ryder. Because nobody gives a damn about the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. So either Heath Slater or Zack Ryder. Let's go. Let go. All right, let's go. We got, okay, here we go. Danny Palmer from Hollywood, Florida. Thoughts on the recent OTRS Central Cody Rhodes Twitter exchange. All right, so I'll give you some inside scoop about this. So me and Jeff, OTRS Central, we talk, privately, of course. When he posted the tweet to Cody Rhodes, forgot what day it was. It was sometime last week. He didn't expect to get a response. He didn't. He really didn't. He just genuinely responded to Cody because he feels like, man, if you go back and read the tweet, he is a fan. Was, but probably still is a fan of Cody Rhodes. He felt like, for the most part, Cody got the shaft. I, for the most part, feel like Cody got the shaft. And he was supporting Cody and basically saying, look, man, what you're talking about is not true. So Cody was on Twitter, and he talks about answering this question that WWE doesn't intentionally sabotage anybody. They don't. They don't intentionally sabotage their talent. They don't go out of their way to make them look bad. They don't go out of their way to hurt people. But Cody was specifically talking about Vince McMahon. See, and this is where I kind of jump in. People are asking, does Vince McMahon sabotage talent? And Cody says Vince doesn't sabotage the talent. Now, OTRS Central basically saw that as a political statement. Like, you're just saying that because you want to go back to WWE. You don't want to burn any bridges. So you'll say this statement. So you'll keep the doors open in case you want to go back to WWE. And Cody responded back to OTRS saying, look, I read your tweet. Don't tell me what is a political statement. It's the truth. You don't work for WWE. I work for WWE. I know what I'm talking about. Sit your black self down. And Jeff is black. I don't care what anybody says. He's too real to be what his skin color is. I'm just saying. But he told me about it, and I saw it, and I instantly went, uh-oh. He's about to run with this. I instantly knew the moment Cody responded, and then he posted that tweet about him being homophobic or something like that. I knew then, uh-oh, Cody, you don't know what you just did. He's about to run with this. And dear God, did he ever run with it. Video after video after video. Cody Rhodes, calm down. I'm calling out Cody Rhodes. He even posted a tweet about suing him. Oh, this is what he's been waiting for. And you have to understand, me and OTRS Central, we both feel like we don't get the views, the amount of attention we deserve. I especially feel that way. So any chance we get to make a name for ourselves, we're going to take it. It's like we're wrestlers. The 10 seconds we get, we're going to make the most out of it. And he's making the most out of this. And I can't fault him for it. It doesn't hurt Cody at all. Ultimately, the worst that can happen is that Cody doesn't respond to him, but guess what? OTRS Central gets the attention because Cody is giving it to him. And best case scenario, I heard that OTRS Central called him out. Hey, they might do some kind of I don't know, interview. They might go back and forth on YouTube or something. Who knows? We don't know what they're gonna do. This is good. You know, I'm happy for him. Now, you're basically asking me, when you ask what are my thoughts on it, in terms of whether I agree with Cody or whether I agree with OTR Central, I'll put it to you this way. I do think WWE intentionally sabotages their talent. Anybody that says they don't, they're out of their mind. WWE does and has intentionally sabotaged their talents because they got over in ways they didn't want them to get over. And so they pull them back down to earth by making them look bad. And for anybody to say they don't, you're lying to yourself. But this is where the but comes in. I believe that the person sabotaging the talent, I don't think it's Vince McMahon. This is where I will defend Cody. Cody was defending Vince. He says Vince McMahon is not sabotaging the talent. That I believe. I do believe that it's not Vince McMahon sitting on his throne and going, you know what? I don't like him. Push him. I don't think that's Vince. I think that's other people. I think that's maybe a Kevin Dunn. Maybe that's somebody else. I think Vince, he's always thinking about money. I think Vince, honestly, if there is a way to make money off of somebody, he's going to get behind them. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Vince is the one sabotaging them. I think it's the WWE machine itself that's doing it, and Vince does nothing. That's where I will fault Vince. I think where Vince is at fault is that he sees it happening and he does nothing. He just lets it happen. He just lets it happen. That's where Vince comes in. That's where he's at fault. He's seeing all these talents get the shaft, and Vince just lets it happen. Remember the interview with Stone Cold Steve Austin and Vince McMahon in 2014 at the tail end of 2014? And Austin brought up the fact that some of these talents fear trying to get over, trying to go out there and be themselves, make the most out of the situation, because they fear pissing off the executives. What did Vince McMahon say in response? Don't piss them off. He's not going to do anything about it. That is where Vince is at fault. And just to respond to BW Rosa, who gave me another super chat, Jesus. WWE don't make them, then WWE will withhold them. Yeah, man. If you're not being made homegrown by WWE, more than likely you won't go anywhere. And that's sadly a reality. I hate that. But getting back to this situation, and this is why I'm intrigued. I'm really intrigued with what this this whole ordeal with OTRS Central and Cody Rhodes is going to lead to. Because there's so much about what they're talking about that I gotta be honest with you with. It's like, so you're telling me that Vince McMahon isn't intentionally holding them back, but you are being Cody. I don't know if he's watching this, but for real, Cody, you were held back. Don't tell me you weren't. Cody got massively over with every gimmick. Every stupid, some good, some stupid gimmick that he got over with it. He made the most out of it. You got so frustrated that you left. If it was still good over there, you would still be there. Cody talked about, while talking to OTR Central, that Vince McMahon didn't see him as a world champion. To which I go, Vince didn't see you as a world champion, but ROH does, PWG does, New Japan Pro Wrestling probably does, I do, the fans watching me do. I see you as a world champion. I saw you as a world champion. I still do. So, okay, wouldn't you? And this is where I have to agree with OTR Central. Although Vince McMahon himself might not be sabotaging you, the fact that he did nothing to help you, like, I personally think that's just as bad. It's just as bad. You're over here struggling and Vince just watches. Okay. Leave. And you make the right decision. You left. You left, as he should have left. You know, it's ridiculous. Looking at the situation between OTR Ascension and Cody Rhodes, how much power the WWE has over their talent. You know, for me, Vince McMahon, I don't know. Again, I'm not in WWE. If Cody's telling me that it's not Vince and it's people running the ship, okay, I'm inclined to believe that. But at the same time, I'm kind of in the same camp with OTR Central. Fine, it might not be him personally doing it, but he's not doing anything to stop it. So he's still at fault. It's a very interesting situation, and I want to see how it ends. So that's my thoughts on that. It's a very, very, very big subject to talk about. But thank you for asking that, Danny. And yes, feel free to send this to OTR Central and timestamp this portion of the video in there so you can hear my opinions. Let's see here. Moving on. We got Rise from London. Rise from London says, do you think the internet community, the YWC, or even just the internet, for that matter, killed wrestling? You know, from spoilers to toxic fans to not wanting to be surprised. If you can argue that it killed wrestling, don't you think it killed entertainment, period? Why just wrestling? Can't you say the same about other shows? We got a super chat here by Mr. Stab Studios. I'll get to you in just a second, Mr. Stab Studios. But yeah, can't you say the same thing about other entertainment shows and stuff that are taped and live? Internet, for me, is a curse, but also a blessing. A lot of people use it for their own means. A lot of people will use it to, how do I put this? They will use it to satisfy their own stuff. Like, if you want to be, here's my thing. Let me just say it like this, because I do want to get to Stab Studios. I personally hate being spoiled by NXT and Lucha Underground. I will go out of my way to avoid spoilers. I don't want to hear a damn thing about who the champion is, how he wins it. I don't want to hear anything. I want to watch it when it happens. But on that same note, I couldn't care at all about spoilers for TNA or main event because they don't interest me at all. But if the fans care enough, they'll avoid them. So it really does depend. It's not the internet. It's not the entity itself that's the problem. It's how people use it. It's like guns. Like we're talking about it. Let's bring it up. It's like gun control. A gun by itself. You take a gun, you lay it on the table. Is it dangerous? No. It's a gun. When does it become dangerous? When someone picks it up, it's loaded, and they have the finger on the trigger. Okay? It has to be picked up, it has to be loaded, and it has to have a finger on the trigger. Those three factors will not come into play if the gun is just resting. The gun is not dangerous unless those three things are happening. So for me, I think about the internet I think about it that way. The internet is not dangerous. It doesn't harm anybody unless people are using it to harm their enjoyment. All right, Stab Studios, let's get to you. Stab Studios says, should Balor be the winner of the qualifying match this upcoming Raw and win the Elimination Chamber to fight Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania? His story of getting the title back that he didn't lose would make it much more, it would make it much more interesting. It would make a lot of sense, too. Balor has yet to get a rematch for the Universal Championship. My thing is, if you are ever going to do a match, think about this for a minute. Think about this. Roman Reigns has main event at WrestleMania 31, 32, and 33. 3 WrestleManias back to back. Why the hell does he need to have a 4th WrestleMania? Why not use Roman Reigns to put over Braun Strowman? Think about this for a minute. Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns. We made the match, let's say, I don't know, Hell in a Cell, Extreme Rules. Because they've shown us that these two can get it done. And we can make that #1 contendership. For sure, like, #1 contendership match. The winner of this match gets to fight for the Universal Championship. All right, we finish off that. We already know that match is going to be great. We're excited about that match, right? We take Finn Balor. He wins the Chamber. Goes on to fight Brock Lesnar as Demon Finn Balor, who is undefeated on the main roster. And he beats Brock Lesnar. We put over Finn Balor. Then we can do Roman Reigns versus Finn Balor afterwards in a feud. So we're putting over Finn Balor. And yeah, that's the same show with AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura. So we're creating this idea that we're making new talent. Finn Balor beats the Beast. But then, check this out. After he beats the Beast, we have Roman Reigns take over as Paul Heyman's new client. And then we do Roman Reigns versus Finn Balor. We do that feud. And then eventually Roman does get the title back. Who just reached for their wallet? Who just reached for their wallet and went, oh my God, just take my money. Take everything I have. Just take it. I don't even need these clothes anymore. Take these clothes. Keep your clothes on. Keep your clothes on. Don't take your clothes off. No, not you either, ladies. Keep your clothes on, ladies. Okay? Don't entice me. It ain't gonna work. Maybe. Don't do that. Listen, I know some of you just went, man, that is wonderful. I promise you, that's not going to happen. It ain't going to happen. You know what's going to happen. Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. We're going to have Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's a special guest referee. And then Roman Reigns is going to kick out 20,000, 50 million F5s and then win the championship. So, I'm just saying. But yeah, man, I would love to see Finn Balor win the Chamber. It ain't going to happen. You know how it's going to work. You know Roman is going to win the Chamber, and then he's going to beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, and then WWE is going to call him the greatest wrestler of all time, and I have to hear that BS, so what the hell ever. All right. But thank you for that. Your donation. Moving on. Brian McDowell from Conway. Impact Wrestling is rebooting again. Back to square ring. So we're not going to do the 6-sided ring. WWE getting rights to broken footage and maybe other videos. License deal. Okay. Oh, but that's not a question. You're just telling me that stuff. You want my thoughts on that? I guess, Brian. Okay. So, do I care about Impact Wrestling rebooting? No, I don't care about them rebooting. I'm not going to watch them. Once you lose me as a fan, it's hard to get me back. I'm just saying. And making it square ring doesn't change anything either. That's dumb. Why would you take away your identity? Okay. Okay, here's a real question. How do I feel about Triple H having more power over 205 Live and the Cruiserweights? It should have happened. It should have never changed from Triple H to Vince McMahon and Kevin Dunn. The moment 205 Live became a character-driven show, I lost interest. I watched the Cruiserweights to see them wrestle. I want to see them wrestle. I want to see them do some crazy stuff. Okay? So to me, it's a great move. I think it's wonderful. I can't wait to see the next episode of 205 Live, knowing Triple H is in charge. I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be awesome. I still think and I said this in my last broadcast, I believe Triple H needs to move the time slot of 205 Live from after SmackDown to before SmackDown. Put that show on at 6 p.m. on the network, and then let it lead to SmackDown. Guarantee you will have more people watching. Guarantee you that would make the shows a lot more interesting. Guarantee you. Guarantee you. I promise you. That's just me. All right. We got Ultra Shadow Nicholas from Atlanta, Georgia. Thoughts on Triple H getting more power over the main roster? It should have already happened. This is great. I hope Vince McMahon just gives it to him. I hope Vince McMahon says, you know what? I'm done. You're in charge now. Watch the company get good. Watch them take over at that point. Josh from Sacramento. Josh is another person who's been following me for a while. If WWE and New Japan Pro Wrestling were to start a cross-promotional feud, which would be more compelling? Which would be more compelling? WWE firing the first shot to try and establish dominance as the biggest wrestling conglomerate in the world, or New Japan Pro Wrestling firing the first shot to break the WWE mod and remind Vince McMahon that there's more to wrestling than WWE. So who would start the fight if we were able to get this? It would have to be New Japan. No, I lied. Take that back. To really make it a big deal, the WWE would have to fire the first shot. Because it's one thing if New Japan pulled the WCW and went, look, we're the new kid in town, boom, we're going to kick the door open. You know? It's one thing to do that, which would be cool. It's another thing when WWE is so scared of this one promotion, they go out of their way to demean them and put them down because they feel like, oh, nah, we staying on top. We see y'all as a threat. Y'all ain't coming up here. That, to me, would be more compelling because that's instantly letting us know that these guys are a big deal. These guys are such a big deal that WWE is bending over backwards to put them down. Just saying. Just saying. That's more compelling to me. Let's do a few more. Then gotta get out of here. Let's see here. We got Robert from San Francisco, California. Based on what happened at the Royal Rumble, plus a tweet sent out by the Undisputed Era, if Rey Mysterio Jr. had one more match in WWE, could you see it being against, say it with me, Adam Cole, baby, at NXT TakeOver New Orleans? First off, Rey Mysterio wrestling at NXT TakeOver, I'm there. What a way to kick WrestleMania in the balls. Think about this. We have a potential card that has Aleister, again, I haven't read the spoilers, but I'm going to assume that we're doing Aleister Black and Andrade Cien Almas. We're doing Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. And we're going to do maybe TM61 versus the Undisputed Era. If we do Rey Mysterio versus Adam Cole, baby, on top of those matches? No, wait. Screw that. Flip. Don't do TM61. Do Street Profits. No, I don't know. Maybe we'll do TM61. I don't know how they'll set that up. But, and then women's match. Women's match would have to be maybe Ember Moon versus Shayna Baszler again. Rematch. Okay. Whatever card they do, if on that card we also get Adam Cole, baby, versus Rey Mysterio, fuck WrestleMania. Fuck WrestleMania. I'm just saying. Stat Studios, which WWE movie is the best and the worst? I can't answer that question because I don't like watching WWE movies. I guess The Condemned is the best because that's the only one I remember. And then tell you what, all the Miz movies are the worst because they went straight to DVD. So, let's see here. Moving on. Yeah, I would love to see that match, Robert. You got me. You got me. David. David from, where you from, David? Sacramento, California. A lot of people from California. I have to go up there one time. 1 week after Stephanie announced the Women's Royal Rumble, Asuka had a clean victory over Alexa Bliss. An event with zero follow-up. Do you think it would have made sense or made for a good story to have Alexa Bliss cost Asuka the Royal Rumble and someone like Naomi or Ruby Riott win? Or, I don't know, maybe Ronda Rousey? But he has more. Then Bliss could have gotten eliminated early in the chamber by someone else, and Asuka could have won the chamber instead. And then still get Asuka versus Bliss. Here's the thing. I don't think Asuka's going to fight Bliss. I think Asuka's going to fight Charlotte. So, not a bad story. Not interested in the match because Alexa lost. It would have been interesting if she never touched Asuka, but she lost to Asuka, so the magic's gone. So why watch it? Just saying. But yeah, I would love to see Asuka versus Charlotte, though. Not a bad story. Just not interested in the match. Number 2. When do you feel should be the ideal time for Carmella to cash in? After WrestleMania. After WrestleMania. That would be the best time to do it. And check this out. I personally, here's what I will say. If the idea is to move Asuka to SmackDown to fight Charlotte, I say we have Carmella cash in on the Raw Women's Championship match. Make that interesting. Because she can't cash in on SmackDown, have her cash in on Raw. Why not? Might as well, right? Instead of a mixed tag, would it be better to start Ronda Rousey's WWE career to have her in a Mike Tyson role at WrestleMania? Say we get Asuka versus Charlotte, having Ronda as the special ring enforcer, and post-match, Asuka got smart with Ronda and Ronda knocked her out. Oh my God. Would that be better? Nah. We've already done it before with Mike Tyson. Let's not do that with Ronda. If we're going to debut Ronda, let it be something new, which would be that mixed tag match. Or just a one-on-one match with Stephanie, which would be even better. If you announced that Ronda Rousey will be taking on Stephanie McMahon, I will pay good money to see Stephanie get hurt. Good money. All right. Sam Katz from Long Island, New York. Who do you think is the most underrated in NXT? Underrated. As in who doesn't get enough attention? Is that possible? Because everybody's good. And they're not really underrated because they get the attention they deserve. Lacey Evans. I don't know. That's a good question. Everybody. Oh, wait. Oney Lorcan. Velveteen Dream, everybody loves him. Oney Lorcan is extremely underrated. He is really good. Although I think some of you know it, but I still think he doesn't get the respect he deserves. So Oney Lorcan. Absolutely. Thank you. I like the people who say Oney Lorcan. For sure. All right. Will I watch the first XFL game? No. It's like, let me think about, no. We're not watching the XFL, baby. Okay. I say no, but who knows? I might change my mind. Let's see what happens. Alfredo from the Dominican Republic. What's up, my man? How do you book Dean Ambrose when he comes back? As a heel. A villain. A bad guy. Every word that means not good. But yeah, for sure. Villain. From Las Vegas, Nevada, we got Real Platinumberg. Okay, Real Platinumberg. If you had the chance to turn Roman heel, how would you go about it doing his character? Exactly what I talked about before with the Finn Balor stuff. Roman goes to WrestleMania to fight Braun Strowman. He wins that match. Then he meets Finn Balor after he won the championship, turns heel after that, and becomes Paul Heyman's new client. That's how I would do it. Isaiah Webb, Norfolk, Virginia. Will Emma win the ROH Women's Championship? Yeah. I don't know. I might watch that tournament because I'm interested in seeing how she does outside of WWE. So we'll have to see how that works. Lee Simmons, are you reading any anime manga at the moment? I'm not reading, but I am keeping up with My Hero Academia. I love My Hero Academia. It's easily the best anime going today. Not Super, Dragon Ball Super. My Hero Academia is my anime. Just saying. Daniel from Pittsburgh, Daniel Geiser. Do you think WWE will move to Fox when their next TV contract comes due in 2019? If the money is right, I can see that happening. And since Fox is a Republican network, yeah, I can definitely see them moving there. So we'll see. One more. Let's do one more. Let's make this one good. We got a lot of really, really good questions here. Let's see here. Another OTRS question. I already answered my OTRS Central and Cody Rhodes question, so you gotta go back and listen to that one, buddy. All right, let's see. Let's get a good one. Oh, I like this one. Okay. Jake from Boston. Do I feel Kofi Kingston deserves a world championship run? And how do I feel about a heel Kofi Kingston versus babyface AJ Styles match? That is a great question to end on, and I'm happy you brought that up. So, Kofi Kingston, for years, has been world championship material in my eyes. And I feel like more than ever, this is a great time to give him a run. Now, with that said, I believe Big E also deserves a run at that championship because I think he's great. I think Kofi, I think Big E, maybe even Xavier Woods to a certain extent. I think all three of them could get a main event run. I think they're all great. For real. They're all extremely talented. They all could make that main event scene very special. I would love to see Kofi Kingston go for that world championship. I would. So does Big E. And to answer your question, do I think a heel Kofi Kingston versus AJ Styles would be a great match? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Why wouldn't it be? So, for me, it is something that needs to happen. How do I put this? Again, big theory. I do think at the end of the day, WWE will make sure their talents don't get over as much as they can, so the company can look good. But if they ever were to get behind Kofi Kingston, he would take this company to new heights they've never seen before. I have that much faith in him. For real. The guy's too funny. He's too talented inside the ring. He has untapped potential. Even now, I still feel like we don't know how good this guy is. I love seeing him on up, down, down, just go off as Mr. 24/7. He got bars for days. He is an unlimited resource of charisma. This guy is awesome. Something needs to happen to get this guy a main event shot. Something needs to happen, but we'll see. We will see what they do. That is going to be it for me. I've been up here an hour and 30 minutes. I'm going to cut this Q&A off right here. I might come back up here next weekend and do this again because I had a good time. I had so many donations. Thank you to everybody who donated Super Chat. But if you would like to donate again, you can feel free to do so on my PayPal or my Patreon. Down below in the description box are the links to those things, as well as a link to my Facebook and my Twitter. And, of course, if you want to help expand the brand of your boy, Dalyxman, buy yourself a Dalyxman t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees. I love you all. I will see you guys next time right here in your boy, Dalyxman's World. Catch you tomorrow for my live Raw review. I'm out. Peace.